Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm NDL Gamer. It's been a while since I last dropped a hero build guide for DC Dark Legion, ever since the Hawkgirl video, actually. I thought you guys weren't really into this series because the views and likes were pretty low, but then I realized maybe it's just because not many of you had Hawkgirl yet, so you weren't too hyped to watch. So today we're diving back in, and this time I'm covering Superman. He's a hero that everyone gets.
I am Superman.
Since he's featured right at the start of every new server, and he's ranked S tier, one of the strongest heroes in the game. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the ideal star level for Superman. In the early game, if you're playing for free, your goal should be to push him to 5 white stars. Why? Because hitting 5 white stars gives him a juicy plus 15% defense boost, something I mentioned before. If you've got extra anvils lying around, try to take him to 3 blue stars as well. It'll seriously boost his damage output. Later on, if Superman's banner ever comes back, my advice is aim for at least 1 purple star, or even 3 purple stars if you've got the anvils to spare. It'll make a massive difference. When it comes to legacies, Superman's exclusive gear is still the absolute top pick, no question. However, early on, Superman tends to be pretty squishy. His HP and defense are super low, so he struggles to survive even though his damage output is insane. If you pick his exclusive legacy, you'll crank his damage even higher, because all the base stats are focused on stacking attack and crit damage. His skill 1 also boosts attack, while skill 2 helps with physical and spiritual defense, but it takes a full 30 seconds of stacking before he can really start tanking hits. So, early game, it's all about surviving long enough to unleash that insane power. That's why, in the early game, when your Superman is still fragile, it's actually better to equip him with Amazonium instead. This legacy focuses entirely on boosting his survivability, which is exactly what he needs early on. If you've been playing Superman for a while, you'll know he needs to survive through 3 uses of his ultimate to fully maximize his damage output. So staying alive isn't just important, it's absolutely crucial for unlocking his true potential. If you don't have Amazonium, no worries. There's a 3rd grade option that fits Superman perfectly. Duplication Mirror. Its base stats boost both HP and dodge, helping Superman survive longer while also giving him extra attack to ramp up his damage. On top of that, its skill increases his attack even more and reduces the damage he takes from enemy melee attacks. Since Superman is a close-range fighter who's constantly brawling with melee enemies, Duplication Mirror is an awesome fit for him. If you still don't have Duplication Mirror, don't worry. There's another gem that works really well for Superman: Gabriel. I've actually been using it for him from the early game all the way until now. Even though Gabriel's skill isn't a perfect match, since it boosts attack for all allies, making it better suited for supporting other heroes, its base stats are fantastic for Superman. It boosts his survivability and speeds up his energy gain, letting him unleash his ultimate faster, which means he can stack his attack buffs way quicker. And if you still don't have any mythic legacies yet, no worries. I recommend picking up a solid legendary one, Improved Fear Gas Viral. It boosts HP, spiritual defense, and dodge, giving Superman a big boost to his survivability and helping him stay in the fight much longer. Now about force upgrades. If you've got plenty of AC shards, my advice is to max out everything if you can, because every single stat is important for Superman. But if you're low on shards, focus on HP, ATK, and physical pen first to boost both his damage and survivability. Prioritize HP first to keep him alive longer, then move on to ATK for more damage, and finally invest in physical pen to break through enemy defenses. Now, let me quickly recap Superman's skills for those who might not be familiar with how they work. First up, his ultimate skill. It stacks attack 3 times, each time by 15%. That means to fully maximize the damage, you'll need to use the ultimate 3 times, and then Superman will get a massive 45% attack boost. Skill 1 has Superman shooting a laser beam at the target, which is perfect for dealing with enemies that have abilities to knock him back, preventing him from getting in close range attacks. It's a great way to maintain distance while still dealing damage. Skill 2 has Superman freezing the enemy, which is a fantastic survival tool. This skill makes it so the enemy can't attack him, giving Superman a much-needed breather and helping him stay in the fight longer. Skill 4 boosts Superman's defense and increases his attack at the start of the battle for each member of the Superman family. Even though he's the only one in that family for now, it's still a key skill to have. Without it, he'd really struggle to survive, so it's definitely worth equipping to help him stay in the fight. Now, let's talk about heroes that pair well with Superman. The best support team for Superman isn't actually the Justice League, JL. It's the ones who help him stay alive and boost his survivability. While the JL team does have Green Lantern, who can heal, he's a paid hero, and as a free-to-play player, you probably won't have enough stars for him, so I won't recommend him for Superman's support team. In my opinion, Superman is the main damage dealer, so he needs someone who can heal and assist him. The hot number 1 support hero for healing Superman is Raven. Not only does she heal, but she also shifts Superman's position if his HP drops below 50%. So if you're running this duo, make sure to place Superman in a spot where he'll take more damage, as Raven will help reposition him to keep him alive longer. Next up, the Flash is another great support for Superman. He boosts Superman's damage and also charges his energy, allowing Superman to use his skills twice in one turn. This helps him stack attack much faster. Unfortunately, I don't have Flash myself, so I can't show you exactly how it works, but trust me, he's a solid pick to speed up Superman's power buildup. Next up is Zatanna, who boosts both attack and defense for Superman, making him even more terrifying on the battlefield. However, Zatanna pairs even better with Constantine. Since they're both part of the JLD team, Constantine really benefits from extra damage, so combining them makes both heroes even more effective. If you're running Superman with Zatanna though, expect to see a massive power boost, especially with increased survivability. You can also pair Superman with Aquaman, who frequently pulls enemies toward the center. This gives Superman more time to survive, while his healers work to restore his health. It's a great synergy, allowing Superman to stay in the fight longer while dealing damage, thanks to Aquaman's ability to control enemy positioning. The second healer you can choose to help Superman stay alive is Poison Ivy. She's a hero I always need in every team because not only does she heal, but she also draws enemies toward her. This causes ranged heroes to lose focus, while she summons vines that prevent the enemies from attacking Superman. The more vines she summons, the more she heals her team, making her an essential support to keep Superman in the fight. Next, we have Cyborg, who boosts the physical damage received by all enemies. This is a great way to increase both Superman's and his teammates' damage output, making Cyborg an invaluable support for enhancing overall team damage. He's definitely someone you shouldn't overlook when building a team around Superman. Lastly, there's Dr. Fate, a fantastic tank support hero. Just like Scarecrow supports Joker, Dr. Fate is a key support for Superman, enhancing the survivability of both him and the entire team. His abilities focus on keeping Superman alive and making sure the team stays in the fight longer. If you're looking for solid survival support, Dr. Fate is definitely someone you want by your side. For the final team, I'm adding Joker. At first glance, you might think he doesn't really fit in, but the reason I include him is because both Joker and Superman are main damage dealers. With both of them dealing significant damage, you'll find it much easier to secure victories. And, of course, Dr. Fate and Poison Ivy are there to protect both of them, ensuring your team stays strong and can endure throughout the battle.
Time to fly. My fate is survival.
Call me Mother Nature!